Hi, I'm Joe, your AI-generated newscaster, and today I'm adding a bit more info on yesterday's Sony hack situation. Now I have a bit more information about the stolen files and how this leak can affect common users like you. Well, first of all, yesterday's post on breach forums describes stolen information as a lot of credentials for internal systems, with files related to multiple Sony projects. This is where troubles begin. The Cybernews research team went through some of the leaked files to identify the security risk, and so far, there are 3 potentially dangerous types of files. First things first, the data leak contained the source code and credentials for Sony Vision Exchange and Sony Creators Cloud. This could allow unauthorized access to these platforms, potentially leading to data breaches, unauthorized modifications, or the distribution of malicious content through them. Secondly, the leaked password-protected identity file is likely to hold private keys corresponding to public keys used in client-server encryption. Since public certificates were leaked alongside the identity file, it's easier to guess what kind of certificates it can create and what kind of traffic it can decrypt. As a result, it can be easier to mitigate the damage. Thirdly, I have already touched on the password-protected identity file. While identity file can be harmless by itself, if a password is compromised, situation changes. In that case, this file could potentially allow extraction of private keys and issuing of new certificates, enabling malicious actors to impersonate Sony and compromise user trust and data security. So, what can you do to avoid getting in trouble? First, regularly update passwords for all online accounts, especially Sony-related ones. Use strong, unique passwords combining letters, numbers, and symbols, and rely on a password manager if you can. Enable the 2-factor authentication as well. Try to use reliable antivirus or other types of anti-malware solutions. And of course, try to stay informed about any official communications from Sony or related services. Or you can just subscribe to this channel and I'll do it for you. I plan to keep an eye out for this situation. I hope this video helps you stay safe, and if you haven't seen yesterday's video on this Sony hack, take a look. I'll see you soon in my next news coverage.